Hello Rockstar, I'm Felix the Barber, president of Banshees MC. Today I'm here to represent the entire MC community and ask you to do something for us that you have done for several other DLCs in the past. In the past year or so, a lot of DLCs have gotten a second part, or a sequel if you will, to further their communities and expand on what you did with the first DLC that came out. Some examples of these are Further Adventures in Finance and Felony and Executives and Other Criminals. Another example would be the Lowriders DLC that got 2 DLCs for it. The most recent example of this is Gun Running for the military crews, which was great. They'd been waiting for a DLC for a long time, but you even followed that up with Smuggler's Run. So now the military crews, the high-end or mafia or gangster crews, they all have a secondary DLC. Then about a year ago, right in the middle of that, we got GTA Online BIKERS. Now you guys did the best you could with this update and you gave us so many things that we asked for. And as one of your oldest communities, dating all the way back to modding in our clubs on San Andreas, we appreciate that. But there's always room to improve, and just like every other community and DLC has had its second part, Rockstar, we're here requesting that you finally give us BIKERS 2. In the first DLC, we got some of what we wanted: customizable bikes, clubhouses, but there are other things we would like to see added to make our community even stronger, the first of which is more expansive biker clothing and customization. Now in the last video we asked for better facial piercings and tattoos and we still did not get them. We would also like bandanas that can go around our necks or our wrists, as well as bandanas that we can put on the face without having to have the glasses and hat combination to look more biker. Beards. For God's sake, Rockstar, beards. Now this last one's a big part of who we are, and I don't get it because you obviously understand biker culture. Fix the biker cuts. Now as you can clearly see, because you created these NPCs, a biker cut should fit a little bit above the waist, and you should be able to wear more than just a t-shirt, which is all we get. We would like flannels, hoodies, and other long sleeve shirts and other biker wear that we can wear underneath our cuts instead of looking like this. Now you obviously know that our crew emblem or our biker patch is supposed to take up the entire back of the cut, but we don't get that. Our patch appears very small in most our cuts or disfigured as showed here. As you can see, our patch is very small compared to the Lost, or it's just disfigured. Or, like in most of these cases, where the patch is not even in the center of the back, is pushed up towards the top, or isn't even big enough to cover our entire cut. And in some cases, Rockstar, the cuts don't even look finished, like this one that looks like tree bark. Or you gave us ones that have too many buttons, like you have an overcoat with the sleeves cut off. Or this one that just looks like you're part of the village people because you won't even allow us to put a shirt underneath. And Rockstar, I know you've tried to add more cuts, but they all look like we're going to go out hunting or we're part of the 80s movie The Warriors, which, great game by the way. Can we just get one basic cut, please? Just one that has all the things that we want, that looks the way we want it to look. Also, more pants options would be appreciated. Last time you only gave us 4 pairs of pants with different color options, which is not a whole lot. Which is kinda disappointing considering you just put $9 million worth of clothing into Smuggler's Run. Or you can keep making alien turkey leg pants. Seriously, who made these? One of the largest things we want is Western custom motorcycles at Benny's. Benny's has become a staple of GTA for creating customized, gang-related, fancy vehicles, but if you look on the website, there's not a single Western motorcycle, which makes no sense. You could turn the Wolfsbane or the Hexer into a custom chopper, which is very popular amongst bikers for show bikes. The Bagger, which has never got its due love, you could turn into a custom Bagger, which is super popular amongst modern customs. You could take the Daemon and the Zombie and add customization options like fairing around the headlights, which is super popular amongst bikers, as well as adding things like ape hangers that are customizable, or old school fenders. The Sovereign needs to be able to be customized into a Street Glide or a Road King type bike, instead of just being a patriotic joke that we only get on the 4th of July that you can't customize. Another really cool feature would be the ability to change the frame on the bikes that also changes the foot pegs like we used to be able to on the Bagger. Rockstar, you gave us a lot of new bikes, but with the exception of the Nightblade and the Sanctus, a lot of them have the same customization options. Please, Rockstar, bring us this DLC with Western customizable bikes, even if they cost $10 million a piece. Another large one for us is custom front flare on the front of our cuts. Front flare is a huge part of biker culture. It shows what positions we are, what we've done for our clubs, and having things like this on the front of our cut would be so awesome. Now, you attempted to do it before, but you put it in the MC organization outfits. We don't want to have to be in the outfits where it's only on 3 different cuts and we all have to wear a gray shirt and the same pair of pants. There are tons of different position patches and front flare that you could allow us to put on the front of our cuts by using a simple drop-down menu when you select a cut in the clothing store. Or there are tons of other locations on the cut where you could create custom patches that you could select to put on or off your cut. Rockstar, we are tired of having to use Photoshop to take pictures and show who we are as a member in our club. It's very clear, Rockstar, that you understand that this is a part of biker culture. You put it in the game yourself. Please allow us to have it. If these guys on GTA 4 could have modded their own, you can do it for us. And please put in a 1%er patch for the front of the cut, or your, satirical version of one. Now, one of the last things I want to talk about, Rockstar, is the need for more clubhouse upgrades. On the CEO buildings, you have tons of upgrades available to make your CEO office look unique, whereas in the clubhouse, you only have 3. And as far as some of the side rooms, you took them directly from the Pay and Spray in Paleto Bay. They're identical. There's not a whole lot of uniqueness about these clubhouses when it looks like other buildings in the game, and we would like our clubhouses to look more like our own. And as far as locations, there's way less in Blaine County than in the city, which makes no sense because most bikers are in Blaine County. Here are some locations we found that might make really good clubhouses in Blaine County. As far as one already existing, the gas station doesn't really feel much like a clubhouse. We were wondering if you could swap the 6-car garage from this place over to the gas station and make this a clubhouse instead. In the CEO buildings, you have a great table, which makes sense, but at the same time, in the clubhouse, could we have a table that doesn't really look like it came from a family barbecue restaurant, maybe some better chairs, or at least different option? Also, when we sit and get up from the church table, it would be awesome to have a gavel animation, kinda like when you sit at the CEO table and you pull the gun out and sit down, and then stand up and put it back in. The last thing I want to bring up to you, Rockstar, is that we need more bars and hangouts for bikers. You know, places like Tequila Law that are available in biker missions, but for some reason you can't go into in free mode. Or the Hen House that would be perfect to convert into a strip club like down in Los Santos, which would be a perfect place for us to hang out. You could even open up Hookies, since the Lost hangs out there all the time and it's a perfect hangout for bikers, or open up Bay Bar in Paleto Bay so they finally have a place to hang out up there. Rockstar, even though you've been trying to carpet bomb us with all kinds of crazy airplanes and military vehicles, we have never quit, and we are still your biggest community on this game. There are over 200 MCs on PS4 alone. That does not include Xbox One, 360, PS3 players, and PC as well. We have always stuck by you, Rockstar, through bad DLCs and good ones, and we are still here. We deserve to have a second DLC. It's our turn again, Rockstar. Please, release this content so that we can make our communities better. There are hundreds of MCs who back us in wanting this content. We will not take no for an answer. I would like to thank our friendly clubs, Legion of Wolves and Deadly Tribe, for being in this video. There's a link for a petition to this DLC in the description below. It was created by Witch Hunters MC over on Xbox One, so give them a shout out. Everybody go sign it and let's have Rockstar do this for us one last time. I would also like to give a shout out to Banished Breed MC, Reaper Lords MC, and GTA Series videos. They put a lot of hard work into our first Bikers Unite video that actually got us our first DLC. Thank you so much for doing that. From Banshees to the rest of the GTA MC community, we love you all, friend or foe. You guys have a great day. Let's make this happen.